Hello students, welcome back class 11. Today I am discussing a new topic, to perform simple calculation. Last time I have discussed about handling null values. Today I am discussing about to perform simple calculation. MySQL provide a very great facility. We can perform various kind of calculation. So MySQL also provide a dummy table called dual. MySQL have a table dual table to provide compatibility with SQL of other DBMS. DBMS means database management system. In this system we can store our data in a tabular style format. Dual table is a small work table, which has just one row and one column. In dual table only one row and one column. It is used for obtaining calculation result and also system date. We can say we can perform calculation and we can see our system date. So here I am giving some examples. Suppose select 1 plus 6. We must use select command. 1 plus 6 simply, so you can see 1 plus 6. This is our dual table. In output you can see 1 plus 6 7. Select 4 multiply 3 from dual. You can also use directly from dual and semicolon. So you can output you can see 4 multiply 3 12. Select current date and in bracket we can use, this is our function, because in bracket we can say this is our function current date. So it will display today's date. It will display today date. So we can perform calculation, we can perform our to see our current date and time. So with the help of dual table. Now I am giving another example without calculation. So you can see, simply I want to show our student table again. You can see our student table. I am showing our student table. This is our student table. You can see. Student. So in this table you can see we want to perform without calculation. Simply you want to see S name and fees column. You want to see only S name and fees. Simply you can write select S name and fees. Only two columns from student table. So you can see in our output you can see S name and fees column directly. Select command only to view our data, to see our data. Now with calculation, this is without calculation. With calculation we can see only viewing purpose. Select S name, fees plus 100. So you can see in our fees column all data will incremented by 100 rupees. All data will incremented by 100 rupees. So you can see name, you can see as it is, you can see, and but here you can see 5600, 6400, 100 rupees incremented, 7600, 2600, 3600 you can see. So actually it will not change. Only viewing purpose. It will increment 100 rupees only viewing purpose. So this is our calculation part. We directly perform calculation and we can see the result. But here title we can replace according to our choice. We can give proper title. So here I am using new thing. We can add a new thing. Select S name, fees plus 100. This thing is but here I am using as in single quotes. We give a proper new title according to our choice. So here I am using new fees. So in our output you can see new fees, a new title you can see. Here there is no title. Here directly we can see, but here you can see fees plus 100 will increment, but here title you can see as new fees. So here this is a great facility. We can give a new title according to our choice. Also with the help of as a new message we can cover in single quotes. Students, so you can see now. So you can see we can also perform calculation. This is very simple example. Now here I am showing some new thing. aggregate function means when we have set of values, multiple values, but after performing calculation we will get a single result. Sum function, count function, average function, max function and mean function. This function we can also use in our MySQL numerical column. Okay, so when you use distinct, okay, last time I have discussed about distinct to see data without duplicates. We can use distinct to see our data without duplicates. So distinct to avoid duplicate value in calculation. Okay, so we can also use distinct. Suppose here I am giving one example. You can see, suppose we have a student table, only fees column we have. We can imagine a student table, we have only fees column. In fees column you can see 100, 100, 200, 300. But you can see 100 two times. Okay, when you select some function we use, and in function we can pass fees column from student table. So you can see 100 plus 100 plus 200 plus 300. So output you can see 700. It will sum all the values because some function we can use, in some function we can use fees column. Okay, but here you can see 700, but here I am using fees column before I am using distinct. In fees column before I am using distinct, so it will remove duplicates. So 100, 100, so only one time 100, 200 or 300. So 100 plus 200 plus 300. So in result you can see 600. When you use distinct, so it will remove duplicates, then it will perform sum. So in this output you can see only 600 because distinct will remove duplicates value. It does not sum duplicate values. Okay students, now here I am using sum, here I am using count, here I am using CT. Here you can imagine CT student table only CT column. So you can see count CT. So count will count. So you can see it will count 1, 2, 3. But here you can see null value. So null value never count. Okay, only actual data will count 1, 2, 3. So you can see this is our 3. So null never count. Here I am using count distinct city from student. Okay, so here you can see a quota will remove because one time, and null will remove. So we have only quota and Jaipur. So it will give 2. So when you use distinct, so it will remove duplicate. So quota and Jaipur, and null never count. So only 2 data, count and quota and Jaipur. So you can see only 2. Only 2 you can see. But when you use count star from student, count star means all rows. Star means all rows including all columns, including null, including duplicate, including actual data. It will count everything. It will count everything. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see 4. So you can see the difference between the in calculation. Okay. So it will count including null star. It will count everything. Okay, students. Now here I am giving a new example, now function and sysdate function. Okay, you can see now function. So it return date and time with function execute. Okay, you can see in the black photograph you can see select now. Okay, so it will display current time. And sleep, it will sleep 2 seconds sleep, and again we can use now. So same time you will see. So there is no updation after 2 seconds. Same data you can see. So in now, so time in seconds not updated. Okay, this is a big problem in now function. Now function give current date and time, but after passing 2 seconds, so here 23 will not you see, only after 1 minute pass then it will change. So when you use sysdate function, so you can see select sysdate. So sysdate will give current time. Okay, 11:25 42. But here I am using sleep 2, so 2 seconds sleep. But again I am using sysdate, so it will, you can see here 44, here 42 seconds. After 2 seconds value seconds is 44. So when you use sysdate function, so it will update seconds. It will update seconds. But when you use now function, so it will not update seconds after 2 seconds. So this is a major difference between now and sysdate function. Okay, although now function and sysdate is a common thing, it will display current date and time. But very thin line difference when you use sleep function. So sysdate is a very good function. It will also updated in seconds also. But now function is not updated in seconds. Okay, so this is a difference between now and sysdate. Although both function will display current date and time, but the thin line difference is when you use sleep function. So sleep function sysdate before after sysdate it will display updated time, but in now function before after now and in middle sleep function after 2 seconds it will not update seconds. Okay students, thank you so much. Next time I will discuss about MySQL functions. Okay.